What is going on with Virtual's protocol? The price of Virtual is going up pretty consistently. The question is, who's actually buying here, who's selling here? Let's have a look at the data most people are not considering. Let's look behind the price action. Now, this is not the first video on Virtual on this channel. I published one 36 days ago, and initially not a lot of people were interested in the video. But now it's picking up since the investor base is growing and since the price is rising. Another video followed 3 days ago that also tends to still underperform. In other words, just looking at the YouTube statistics, it looks like we are still somewhat early. There isn't too many retail investors that search for the token just yet. Now, that first video had been published when the price was still at 41 cents. Now we are at $1.52, so that's almost a 4x. We are up 21% today, 186% this week, 340% this month, and almost 3000% since listing on CoinMarketCap in the middle of February of this year. And so I publish videos on various meme coins and promising altcoins regularly on this channel. I try to be early, I try to find the things that still have some upside potential. If you don't want to miss the next video, feel free to subscribe over here. Now here's the Virtual's protocol platform. It's a launchpad for AI agents, and a lot of the tokens are already in the tens of millions, some even in the hundreds of millions of dollars in market cap. And just have a look at the performance of many of those tokens in the last day. A lot of them are up quite a bit. Money is clearly flowing onto the platform. Have a look at this, the Joe token up almost 600%. Again, that's in 24 hours. And so it very much looks like the base chain is now becoming the chain of AI agents. Solana is the chain for meme coins, Base is the chain for AI agents. And it seems like we're in general in a crypto market now that favors those launch platforms. So here are the top trending tokens on the Base chain. Number one is the Virtual's protocol with a liquidity of 46 million. And that's even more liquidity than there is for wrapped Bitcoin. But have a look at the other trending tokens. We've got Luna by Virtuals, we've got Game by Virtuals, we've got AIXBT by Virtuals. And there's no such thing for the Solana chain, right? For the Solana chain, it's all meme coin trading. Again, most of those meme coins come also from a launchpad, from pump.fun. And so when we search for by Virtuals on dexscreener.com, we get all of those various tokens that are listed on the Base chain. A lot of them are going up. But of course, the price volatility of those AI agents is very comparable to the meme coins on Solana. So for example, for that Joe token that we just looked at, we had a crash temporarily by 70% over here. And so here's why I believe this AI agent narrative can take off with the use of Virtual's protocol. For pump.fun, we had the issue of capital dilution. We had the issue that a lot of new tokens get launched every single day. But the capital gets concentrated in way less vehicles for Virtuals. Have a look at the agents created per day. That's not necessarily that much. So if you're interested in not just buying the Virtual token, but actually buying the tokens of the individual agents, it's not like tomorrow there will be another 10,000 tokens that launch and that then take away all of the attention of the token you currently hold. That is very, very different for pump.fun on Solana, right? Pump.fun has tons of launches, and so flipping those tokens very, very quickly is super vital. Have a look at this. This is pump.fun, the number of deployed transactions per day, and that is currently at 50,000. And so here's what I believe will happen. I believe that a lot of the trading from the Solana chain might move over to the Base chain, and we might see a real rotation happening from some of the meme coins to some of AI agents. And so here's what I believe will happen. I believe that a similar ecosystem on the Base chain will develop, where we've already seen for Solana. So instead of meme coins, we now have AI agents, and there is still quite a bit of upside. Have a look at the total value locked across various chains. Solana is at 9 billion. The Base chain is still at 3.5 billion. So it could potentially still double or triple from here, just in terms of total value locked across the entire chain. And here's the problem with Solana. Solana is already that large in terms of market cap that it cannot really outperform the rest of the market. What we see over here is the Solana dominance. So how much of all of crypto in terms of market cap is currently in Solana? And that is at 3.6% currently, and we haven't been much higher. It seems like the air is getting thin here. And that of course is also not necessarily very good for the individual meme coins on Solana, right? Because if Solana goes down, then of course the meme coins go down to a similar degree because they are one-on-one coupled in the liquidity pools with SOL. Now, how much upside is there currently specifically for the Virtual token? We are They're currently at a market cap of 1.5 billion. And that puts it in the grand scheme of things at rank number 83 in terms of market cap. That's not necessarily that large. Yes, of course, it's larger than a lot of individual meme coins, but this is a launchpad that seems to get more and more traction. If the virtual protocol was to double, it would still be at a similar market cap to Mental. If it was to triple, it would be close to BitTensor or Render. If it was to quadruple, it would be close to ICP or Hedera Hashgraph. I believe that the usage right now for the virtual protocol is higher than for all of the mentioned projects. Now the question of course is, will that usage stay high? Or even better, can it further expand from here? Now let's have a look at on-chain analytics. Let's have a look at the token on the Ethereum chain and the token on the base chain. There's actually two versions of the token. Over here we've got the token on the base chain, we've got 81,000 holders. And over here we've got the token on Etherscan with 9,600 holders. There is something very odd happening, but it could potentially be also a good sign. Now this is first the charts here on the base chain. This is not Ethereum, this is base. On the left side we see the number of retail investors, and on the right side we see the number of whale investors. And the way we make this distinction is by minimum holding thresholds. So on the left side we have the number of wallets that have at least 1,000 virtual tokens, in the middle 10,000 virtual tokens, on the right 100,000 virtual tokens. Again, the price is currently at $1.54. So this equates to $1,500, this equates to $15,000, and this equates to $150,000 worth of the token. This is all hyper bullish, right? We see accumulation across the board. It is the fastest for small retail, but also the whales are buying very, very quickly. But here's the interesting thing. We see the exact reverse effect on the Ethereum chain. So here the number of holders tends to rather trend downwards. Now I don't know if those kinds of holders are selling to centralized exchanges and liquidate over there. I don't know if this is bridging from Ethereum to Base, but it appears as if, at least for the very largest wallets, this process is soon over. And if this is actually selling pressure to the centralized exchanges, then that selling might stop at some point. Despite the potential selling pressure, the price is still rallying pretty consistently. And so here are those centralized exchanges. Most trading volume happens on BitHump, followed by Gate.io, but we still have a lot of trading volume still on chain, on Uniswap, and that's on the base chain. This is not on Ethereum. We also have perpetual futures, which are dominated by Bybit and followed by Maxi and BitGet. So since there's so much interest in the token, and since the number of holders is going up and the price is rallying, and there might be more and more expansion of the usage of the platform, we're probably going to continue to see more and more accumulation by the market makers as well. Now here's a very interesting recent development. You very likely do not have access to this kind of chart. This here shows how much advertisers on my YouTube channel pay for 1,000 views of their ads. And it suddenly, out of nothing, spiked to roughly double of what it used to be. In other words, crypto projects, centralized exchanges, etc., they are now competing for advertising space in the crypto scene. And it's not just money that's flowing into advertising for crypto, there's also simply fiat money that's flowing into the space as a whole. The stablecoin market cap tends to rise, and it's recently even accelerating. So since October of last year, we see money flowing into crypto again. That of course causes a lot of crypto asset prices to go up. And especially in the recent days, since beginning of the month, we also see the altcoins going up in aggregate. So what we have over here is the others dominance. This is how much of all of crypto is in the altcoins that's not in the top 10. That went up by roughly 20% in the last month. And so pretty much everything is now going up. The art in crypto trading though is to buy early, right? It's to buy when the prices are still low. So for example, over here, the Chill Guy token, it's now at 50 cents. But I made a video on Chill Guy when it was still at 20 cents. And I hope a lot of you made money with that video because it was a quite popular one. And so this is the real art, right? We have to get into tokens when momentum is bullish and when there's still enough upside potential. And so this is what this channel is all about, right? It's about discussing tokens that a lot of people don't yet have on their radar. So feel free to subscribe. Now, how can I find tokens like Chill Guy early? Or how can I find things like the GOAT token or the ACT token early? Those are one of the largest pump.fun ecosystem tokens. This is a wallet tracking alert. How Kyle Chessy bought the GOAT token for 14 cents. That was over here. Since then, the price went up by more than 500%. Temporarily, it was up by more than 800%. Who's Kyle Chessy? It's this influencer over here. He's got 137,000 subscribers and he tends to be relatively early on trending tokens. And so here is how that works. We use on-chain analytics again to figure out who is owning what wallet. It's not a very easy task, but we've got an entire community that just focuses on that single task. Find wallets that are very useful, of insiders, of top traders, of influencers. Let's find those wallets and then track them. So over here, we've got the wallets that we track by Kyle Chessy. We've got 12 in total. Well, let's talk about the ACT token. Here's our signal for ACT. CryptoBanter bought the ACT token at 3.7 cents. Now it's at 58 cents. So an increase of 1,500% since that signal. And of course, temporarily, the gain was even higher, more than 2,000%. Now, where do crazy gains like this come from? They come from attention. They come from a lot of eyeballs getting into one single token. And so here are those eyeballs. This is the CryptoBanter channel. They've got 1.1 million subscribers. When they talk about the token, of course the token has to go up. And so we've got 33 of CryptoBanter's wallets. And so really, I think this is the better approach compared to just drawing random lines on price charts. I think it's better to follow the smart money. It's better to follow the insiders. It's better to simply copy trade the people that tend to make money in crypto. And I like this approach that much that I made a dedicated tutorial course just on this. How can we find various influencer wallets? How can we track those wallets? And how can we subsequently also interpret the signals that we get from the tracking? It's 8 videos in total. It's all part of Premium. So that's down below, thebitcoinstray.com. Premium is not just about wallet tracking. It's also about on-chain analytics, right? The charts that we looked at today in this video. It's also about portfolio diversification, risk management, indicator backtesting. There's more than 100 tutorial videos in total. Once we get our wallet signals, we of course also have to discuss when should we buy, when should we sell. We have to compare the on-chain analytics. That's why we've got dedicated chats on the individual altcoins as well. So feel free to check it out. It's currently $165 per month. There's also a 1-week money back guarantee. So in case you don't like Premium, in case you don't learn anything, simply just message me within the first 7 days and I'll refund you 100%. There's really zero risk for you. And so does it make sense to still buy the virtual token? Does it make sense to invest in the virtuals protocol, or is it better to buy the individual tokens? Of course, the risk to reward might be better for the individual tokens if you ride the waves properly, if you don't get crushed by those temporary 70% drops. However, I do still think that there is some upside potential for virtual itself as well. The market cap is already at 1.5 billion, so we're probably not going to see a 20x from here, but another doubling or another tripling is definitely possible if the usage continues to grow. If you got some value out of this video, feel free to subscribe. I publish videos regularly. A like would be very much appreciated as well. It helps the channel grow. See you in the next video, or see you in Premium. Cheers!